Good evening, Rockaholics. Thanks for tuning in. This is Loud and Local with Jolene. 99.9 KISW.
Good evening, dear Rockaholics and Loud and Local fans and supporters. It is time for Loud and Local. Now, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be joined by my very special guests who are making their Loud and Local debut tonight, all the way from Puyallup, Sin Circus. So I'm going to be introducing you guys to those guys shortly. Apollyon. I couldn't say it last Sunday. This Sunday, I got it figured out. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. This is Mother Crone. Coming up shortly, Sin Circus. It's The Rock. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. That would be BJ Shea's featured Loud and Local band of the week, Mother Crone, with their song Apollyon. If you're a fan of, say, Portland's Red Fang or Baroness, you're really, really going to dig Mother Crone. And you can hear the podcast from when they guested on Loud and Local last Sunday via the Loud and Local page at KISW.com. I love bringing in new bands. I love it when people reach out and go, hey, have you heard of this band? Because I'm only one woman, so any and all leads on great local bands I always want to hear, and such is the case with the band that's joining me all hour long tonight from Puyallup, Sin Circus. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, people.
What up? Thank you for making the drive all the way to Seattle on a dark and stormy,
it was our pleasure.
Cold, rainy night. Just a typical Seattle night more than anything else. Guys, why don't you go around the studio, introduce yourself, and say what you do within the band, and let's start over here.
All right, I'm Derek Unger. I'm the lead singer and the bass player in the band.
Matt Zazula, I play guitar.
I'm Devin Unger. I'm vocals and guitar.
I'm Chase Height, and I hit stuff with sticks.
You hit stuff with sticks.
Yeah,
I like
hard.
that. That's a good hard. Yeah, most importantly, must be hard. Sin Circus,
with wood.
You guys have your album release show is going to be happening Saturday the 14th at Louie G's.
Yeah.
We actually have Louie G in the house here tonight for Loud and Local, and I'm going to make him sweat a little bit, and then I'm going to ask him some questions later on. He doesn't know that, but whatever. We're going to torture Louie later because Louie is just so darn good to everybody within the local music scene and does such a great thing that we have to pay him back a little bit, the best we can. Guys, how long have each of you, I mean, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but you're young guys. How long have you guys been playing, period? Not necessarily together. Like, how long have you guys been honing your craft, your instrument?
I've been playing drums seriously since I was 12, but I mean, they've kind of been around me my whole life. But I think a buddy called me up when I was 12 years old and was like, hey, dude, you played drums once before, right? I was like, sure. And I just kind of went from there.
How about the rest of you guys?
Well, I've been playing guitar since I was like 8 years old. I got really serious about it when I was about 10. Me and my brother kind of grew up in the music scene, seeing all kinds of bands, and with always having guitars at our disposal to practice on. So me and him just started both kind of jamming and grew up that way.
Yeah, and I started playing guitar around the age of 12. My sister actually gave me my first guitar as a Christmas present.
You know what's funny is that a lot of musicians throughout the years that I've talked to, both on a local level and on a national level, the instrument that you were given isn't always the instrument that you stick with. Like, some people, I've heard the discussion that, like, one sibling had a bass, the other one had a guitar, and they changed instruments. Did you guys ever change instruments, or have you always stuck with what you play now?
Well, it's actually funny because I started playing violin, and she played violin originally also, so I guess I kind of followed her.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How about you guys? Everybody stuck with the same instrument thus far?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. I did, at least. I love playing guitar. I always have.
The album release show for Sin Circus's album Chemical Youth is going to be Saturday night at Louie G's. Louie G's in Fife. Also on the bill, our good friends in Clover Jane and Mom's Rocket. You've got just fantastic support in those two bands. You can go to Louie G's on Facebook. You can also find it's Sin Circus Official Band. Is that how you search your guys' page on Facebook?
Just Sin Circus Band.
Sin Circus Band, yeah.
Sin Circus Band. and you can get all the information. And then when we post the Loud and Local playlist, I'll have all the goods for the album release show that is happening Saturday night. So we're just going to get into it, guys. You're making your Loud and Local debut both in studio and on the air right now. We're going to play the title track from the new album. It's called Chemical Youth. Should we just play it? Should I stop grilling you? Should we just play the song?
No?
Yes.
Yeah. Or sure. Yeah, yes. I mean, yes.
Awesome. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. This is Sin Circus, my special guest all hour long. This is the title track from their new album that will be available worldwide on February 14th. The song is called Chemical Youth. 99.9 KISW, it is Loud and Local. That would be Sin Circus making their Loud and Local debut with the title track from their new album. The song is called Chemical Youth. I'm joined by Derek, Devin, Matt, and Chase of Sin Circus. Gentlemen!
Yes.
Yes.
Just enjoying, just taking it in. You guys just enjoying your band on the radio. It never gets old. It never gets old. I tell you, it's awesome. If you dug what you just heard, go see these guys on Saturday night, February 14th at Louie G's in Fife. The show is all ages, as always. Supporting Sin Circus will be Clover Jane and Mom's Rocket. Guys, we got some cool stuff to cover, including your appearance on New Day Northwest coming up this Tuesday as Loud and Local continues next. Hang out. 99.9 KISW, it is Loud and Local. My special guests all hour long tonight. I'm joined by the guys from Sin Circus, Derek, Devin, Matt, and Chase. The album release show is going to be Saturday the 14th at Louie G's in Fife. Clover Jane's going to be on the bill with you, as well as Mom's Rocket. But you told me about something else that's happening on Tuesday. Tuesday. You guys are going to be on New Day Northwest on King 5. You're going to be performing a song acoustically, if I'm correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's early, guys. It kind of goes against the whole rock and roll schedule a little bit, but that's so awesome to be on King 5's New Day Northwest.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. We're doing an acoustic song, but we've never done that before, so it'll be a cool experience.
I was gonna say, do you guys jam around very often acoustically like that, or was it like, hey, we got this opportunity, now we need to learn how to do an acoustic interpretation of one of our songs?
No, we haven't. I don't think we've really ever done an acoustic
No,
thing before.
never. We usually just plug in our amps and just get loud.
Yeah, we're a heavy rock band, so.
So this is new territory, a new adventure.
It'll be definitely worth it. It'll be cool. It'll be a good learning experience. You know?
Super good learning experience. You guys are in really, really good hands, and your friends in our friends in Clover Jane did it. Oh gosh, like 3-4 months ago or something. So you guys are going to do great, and I believe that's at 11 a.m. King 5 on Channel 5. So yes. I will set the alarm and I'll get up and watch you guys. Boom!
Right
Wait
on.
for the tweet.
Right.
It'll happen.
I'm going to get up to go play it.
Right? That's why you're the musicians, and I talk about musicians. The album release show for Sin Circus, once again, is Saturday, February 14th at Louie G's. It's all ages. Also on the bill, Mom's Rocket and Clover Jane. Let's go ahead and play another song from the new album, Chemical Youth, that will be available worldwide on February 14th as well. This next song is called Neverland. Guys, what can you tell me about this song?
It's basically like... you just got to be the change you want to see in the world, and that's what the song is pretty much about.
Damn, I like a good message. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. This is Sin Circus with the song Neverland. 99.9 KISW, it is Loud and Local. That would be Clover Jane with their song Rock and Rolla. You can see Clover Jane along with Mom's Rocket supporting my special guest in studio tonight, Sin Circus, at their album release show that's going to happen this coming Saturday night. That is this Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Me and
Be
numbers.
there.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
gonna be good.
This Saturday night at Louie G's in Fife. Go have some pizza, bring the kids, enjoy a great show. Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Absolutely not. We're super excited. We have some really cool special plans for this show in particular, and it's going to be something that's that's more of a spectacle than just a show.
Ooh.
Oh,
Gentlemen, this may be your first time here at KISW, but you've already mastered the art of the tease. That was really good. That is a radio term, but you
Way to
teased.
go, bro.
I got a little bit of practice.
You teased what was going to happen. That's really, really cool. As far as the songs on the new album, Chemical Youth, which will be available online through all the various different places, with iTunes and CD Baby and all that type stuff, as well as at the show. But what song or songs from the new album, I know you guys have just played it, but what songs are you most excited to play, and what songs are a little trickier to play? It's kind of a two-parter there. Two-part question.
For me, it's I would have to say Neverland is one of my favorite ones to play on stage because there's just so much energy coming off the stage, and it's interaction with the crowd really well with that song. They love it. They always go wild over that one, and yeah, it's just fun. And the hardest one to play and sing for me though is Chemical Youth because the bass line just like boogieing the whole way, and I gotta sing and play, dude.
I've always been in awe of frontmen who can play and sing at the same time. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me. I can barely walk down the hallway without falling over. Watch me enough, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But to do that, ooh. Once again, that's why I'm on this side just talking to musicians, because I can do that. Did everybody else give me your answers? For those just tuning in, hi, it's Loud and Local, and there's a lot of monitors in here, so I can't see everybody's faces. So I wondered, did I hear from everybody?
Over
We
here.
I think
there
one
you
of the
are.
coolest ones to play for me as Devin, the guitar player, because there's a lot of guitar. It's very guitar driven. I like Ghost Paint, the song that we're about to play next after this. It's really fun, and to me, it's got the most energy. One of the most.
Well, I think I have 3, I think. And
Bring
they're
it.
all incredibly, they're my favorite because they're the most, difficult for me to pull off.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff that's difficult for me to play, and then I have to sing in a lot of spots over it.
Yeah, because he's all doing crazy rolls and singing on top of it, too, perfectly.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out,
This
Neil
guy
Peart.
is awesome.
I wish. God, if I was that cool.
Post Falls, Idaho.
Derek would
Chase
be out of a
Heights.
job if I had to be Neil Peart, dude. I can be the lyricist and the drummer.
Right? Well, let's go ahead. Speaking of the song Ghost Paint, let's go ahead and play that one. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. This is Sin Circus with the song Ghost Paint. .9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. That would be Sin Circus with the song Ghost Paint. Pain? Ghost
Paint. Yeah, Ghost
Paint.
I just want to say that song we featured our buddy Tony Bennington, who also produced the album. He is on the first part of the solo.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gentlemen, introduce yourself and say what you do within the band for those just tuning in right now.
I'm Derek Unger. I play bass and lead vocals.
Matt Zula, I play guitar.
Devin Unger, I'm guitar and vocals.
Chase Hyde, and I still hit stuff with sticks.
You still
He
do, and you
sings, too.
better.
He sings, too. Don't let him fool you.
I guess I sing, too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. One of my favorite things when talking to bands and getting to know bands is talking about influences and
Yep.
how they change, what bands remain the same, but those musicians that inspired you to start playing within a band, to get it going. So, guys, why don't you go around and tell me who inspired you?
Well, I grew up on KISS and Motley Crue and a lot of bands like that.
Good boy.
Yeah, a lot of the 80s hair metal music that I really listened to. I really dug it as a kid, and that's what made me want to play music. And then I met some kids in school that turned me on to some new stuff like Avenged Sevenfold and the Foo Fighters and stuff. So that's what really influenced me.
That's awesome, and it's only just beginning. That's the great thing is that you just,
yeah.
You can love rock music through and through, and you're still going to be discovering music and learning more about it, and until your dying day, if you keep the love there.
I can enjoy myself some Katy Perry too. I don't care.
Right? That's
Music's
owning
music.
it. Dave Grohl said, "There is no such thing as a guilty pleasure. There is only pleasure."
Yeah,
Exactly.
for real.
That's why Dave Grohl's awesome.
Right? All right, guys. Who else?
Well, what inspired me to start playing, my influence would definitely be the early thrash metal bands, British metal, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, Metallica.
New wave of British heavy
Yeah,
metal.
new wave,
Right on, right on.
absolutely. But then as I started to play guitar more, my two biggest influences would have to be Chris Oliva of Savatage and
Sabotage.
yep,
Nice.
and Dave Grohl would probably be my two biggest right now.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I'm into all kinds of stuff. Of course, I love the metal. I'm always been into Motley Crue and Kiss and Poison and just like all kinds of stuff like that. But as I started playing more guitar, I started getting into different music, and I'll listen to punk. I'll listen to ska. I'll even listen to Maroon 5 sometimes. Like I just like music, to be honest.
That's it, man. That's it, guys. I can totally get behind that.
I'm gonna go with the stereotypical drummer answer. Neil
Right?
Peart of Rush.
Right. Everybody.
He's a big one.
Wait. Can we just take a moment and appreciate that episode of Family Guy with Chester Cheetah?
Dude, that was awesome.
Where he does the line of Cheetah.
Easy being cheesy.
Talks about what a god Neil.
That's the most awesome thing ever.
Yeah, him.
Easy being cheesy.
I got really into the kind of like late '80s, early '90s progressive stuff. Getting into like Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Mike Portnoy's a big influence of mine. Him and Gavin Harrison of Porcupine Tree. Really,
that is
really
a band's
awesome.
band right there.
Oh
too.
yeah,
There's so many people that
no one's
don't
gonna
really
listen to that doesn't actually play.
Yeah.
And then Alex Van Halen. He was probably the first like drum god I had, and I feel like he's like the most underrated drummer of all time.
But I think it's because you have David Lee Roth in there, and then you have Eddie, and it's like, hey, I've got the big gong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, basically. There's only two of those, and he's got one of them.
Oh, speaking of gong, we have a teeny tiny gong. There should be the gong around here somewhere. You get one gong before the end of the show, so make it count. Make it count. More with Sin Circus coming up next as Loud and Local continues. Their album release show is going to be this coming Saturday night at Louie G's in 5. Great pizza, all ages show. Clover Jane and Mom's Rocket also supporting, and then you can see Sin Circus as well performing on New Day Northwest on King 5 this Tuesday at 11 a.m. Loud and Local continues next. Hang on. 99.9 KISW, it is Loud and Local. My special guests all hour long. It's going by too fast as always. Sin Circus making their Loud and Local debut tonight. You can see them on New Day Northwest performing acoustically on Tuesday. That's King 5 at 11 a.m. And then the album release show for the album Chemical Youth is going to be this Saturday night at Louie G's in 5. Also on the bill, Mom's Rocket and Clover Jane. And then the album Chemical Youth, you'll be able to get it CD Baby, iTunes, all the obvious places on February 14th. And I'm also, guys...
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird. It's like doing radio in the dark because I can see. I can see some of you. I'm going to hit up some of your other shows here. It looks like you're going to be at the Mirkwood in Arlington on February 20th, and then at Sirens in Port Townsend on the 21st of this month as well. Guys, the album Chemical Youth. I've got a couple questions for you. Where did you record this album at?
Well,
we recorded it in 3 different locations. 2 different locations, majorly. Actually.
Oh, what? Like one wasn't good enough? You have to go to 2 different places?
Basically, yeah.
What's up, Metallica? Okay,
Well,
okay. Tell me about these different places.
The first place was where we got most of the drum tracks, or no, all of the drum tracks. That was up at Black Dog Studio out in, I always say, Ravensdale? Yeah, I got it right this time.
Yeah.
And that was, I think that was where he pulled all the drum tracks. That was with Ron Jard. And he was awesome. He was the most accommodating dude
Great
ever.
guy.
He was so fun. His studio was in a barn, and like he had it all finished out. Like we got there, I look at a barn, I'm like, cool. So it's some old dude with a hobby, yay! And we walk in, the whole thing is completely decked out, crazy.
it was
He's got a bunch of
freaking crazy,
awesome gear in there, and he's like, cool, let's get all your stuff mic'd up, and played it once, and he took down a track of just us jamming.
Yeah,
and it sounded. I was just like, okay, that's like the best my drums. It sounded cool.
Yeah,
I'll be here for a month.
Total drum room. The acoustics were awesome. It was super huge ceiling, so it just like echoed really well. It was a perfect spot to record the drums.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember spending even on the vocals. I remember spending like, how many hours did I spend like in one day in the vocal room and just didn't leave? Like 12 hours or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Something like that. That's what I did on the drums.
Yeah, we were pulling long days. It took like 10 hours for all the drum tracks, and then we went over to Sanctuary Studios with Tony Bennington. He was the one that recorded all our guitar tracks and our vocals. So that was super, super cool. He's a super good guy, and the guy's an awesome guitar player. And he
kind of just knows everything.
He knows everything. He knows his stuff about. I mean, it's crazy how much knowledge this guy has, and he's one of the coolest dudes you'll ever meet. Seriously,
He's a 33-year-old prodigy.
That's awesome. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. I'm joined by Sin Circus making their Loud and Local debut tonight. You can catch their CD release show for their new album, Chemical Youth, this Saturday night at Louie G's in Fife, along with Mom's Rocket and Clover Jane. You can also see them on your television on New Day Northwest on Tuesday. That's on King 5 at 11 a.m. Gentlemen, let's play another song. The next song you want me to play is Coming Clean.
yes,
Yeah.
It's one of our slower ones, but it's still got a good vibe to it, you know.
Yeah, it's still got solid energy through the
Yeah.
thing. It just kind of dialed back just a touch.
Everybody needs those songs.
There's a real cool energy when we play this song. It's kind of different.
The panty dropper.
Oh, Lord. 99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. This is Sin Circus.
Have you ever felt like coming clean?
99.9 KISW. It is Loud and Local. That is Sin Circus with the song Coming Clean from the new release that's going to be out there starting February 14th. It's titled Chemical Youth. Also played Ghost Pain, Neverland, and the title track Chemical Youth. I'm joined by Derek, Devin, Matt, and Chase from Sin Circus. You can find these guys on Facebook, just Sin Circus Band.
Yep.
There's also a YouTube channel, and then you can see them Saturday night.
It's going to be a good one.
At Louie G's in Fife, along with Mom's Rocket and Clover Jane. And then you're going to be on New Day Northwest on Tuesday, performing live at 11 a.m.
I'm still not sure about that.
I will be in my pajamas drinking coffee, answering emails while I watch you guys on Tuesday.
I probably will too.
Just don't wear Uggs. Put on proper pants.
I am pretty basic, I'm not going to lie.
I like that. And then a couple of other shows. It looks like you're going to be at the Mirkwood in Arlington on the 20th of this month, and then at Sirens in Port Townsend on the 21st. So, guys, before we get out of here, I just thought I would kind of go around the studio and see if there were any, final thoughts, if there's somebody you wanted to say hi to.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, seriously, always thank Mom. Mom puts up with a lot, so that's awesome.
This is Derek. I'd like to thank some people before we go. I want to thank my buddy Alec, Austin, and Cole, and my parents for always being there to support me in the band and just being there, you know.
Rock on.
Yep.
Hey, he talks.
I just wanted to say hi to Adriana, Avery. Thanks to all my friends who are listening or texting and messaging me and everything. And that's about it.
Yeah, this is Devin. I want to just thank pretty much everybody that's ever come to our shows, everybody that's helped us out throughout the years. Me and my brother have been doing this for a few years now together, and we've had so much help and support from so many different people along the way, and it'd be a long list if I were to name off every single person, so I'm just going to say thank you to everybody that's helped us. It's been awesome, and we have a big future to look forward to.
I'd like to thank Louie.
Yeah!
Because Louie's going to...
Louie, come here, Louie.
We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff with that guy, and I hope it doesn't kill him. I mean, because he's old and stuff, so I don't know if he can keep up.
So I got Louie over here, and I just want to say I know there was a situation a little while ago with the club and some legal business going on, and we didn't know what the outcome of your beloved club was going to be, but everything is A-okay. Yep, it's gone. Everything is all worked out. Well, Louie, I think I can speak for a lot of people. You are so loved within the local music community, and you just work incredibly hard, and you give of yourself, and you really just bust your butt championing bands and young bands and really keeping the all ages dream alive. So you're doing good work, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I wasn't even trying to make Louie cry, but Dream Fest.
I'm working on that. It was the local bands that came to the court, to the meeting,
and rallied for
when
you.
I gave them as a pace of play, they didn't let it go away. They stayed and fought with me. So the local bands, thank you, much love.
Right on.
One more time
Saint.
before we're done here, we do have a video coming out along with our album on February 14th. It's for the Chemical Youth, and I want to thank Dave Jimenez for being here in the studio and recording this video that he's recording right now, and then he was also the one that recorded that song.
I got one more, since I'm personally naming out people. I gotta sadly mention this guy. I'd like to thank the dude that I guess he kind of manages us. I don't know what I would call him. He's just around all the time. That's
Whether we
Steve
want it or
Unger.
not.
That's Devin and Derek's daddy. He's done a lot for us. I mean, he's there. He just kind of hides out behind us, tries picking up on chicks when we're not around. Like, he's always kind of hanging out, like, oh, cool, you guys are this band, and Steve's back there, like, what's going on over here, guys? He's like, dude, you need to mellow out, right?
Dad,
This
this
is really
one's
good
mine.
radio right now. Dad is a little red. Gentlemen, I look forward to the future and to see what is going to unfold for us in Circus. Have an amazing album release show Saturday night at Louie G's, and we're gonna play the final song here. So thank you everyone for tuning in and supporting Loud and Local and supporting all of these great hardworking local bands because everybody needs it. This song is called Gentlemen All Together Now on the count of 3.
Chariot of Pleasure.
It is Loud and Local. Good night.
I see that desperation, the need to have someone, feel all the ecstasy running through your. That fire in your eyes is burying me alive. I can't believe the sight your body's got me hypnotized. I've never seen something like you, and I know you recognize.